Hi, we're joined again with Carrie Bouchard of the Augusta Area Historical Society. She's the president, and she's sharing with us several just entertaining letters about the history of the Augusta Hotel. And I'll scan some of these. What's this one say? What's the whole story here?
The story here is at one point they had someone who was running the hotel, but the owners needed to sell it. One of the owners had passed away and his widow wanted some of the share of it, and then he ends up with other people that want their share of it. And some of the quirky things that these two lawyers say back and forth in their correspondence to each other. We've been fooling around now for a long time with the Furman estate, and while at one time I thought I had the matter settled, and while it really was agreed on the part of everybody that we should take over the hotel at Augusta, etc., etc., and then he goes on to say, I have no hesitancy in telling you that, in my opinion, it is the smart aleck who is under Sheriff Burgess, who is, as you know, related in some way to the old lady.
And the old lady wanted her share. She was the widow of the Furmans who had owned it.
Right.
And then this Leo Murphy was an attorney who was also selling property. Is that what you're getting out of this?
That's my take on these letters that I've acquired.
Okay. And then this one, it looks like they decided to give her share somehow, or something.
This first letter that I have is in February 1928, and then so by December of 1928, they have the Furman estate about closed. Mrs. Furman was here yesterday, and Brown was running around in circles. She agreed to the proposition, and he drew up the paper. And there's just some funny.
Just going back to California, it looks like I see some names there that are still in Augusta. Of course, Mannix, the Mannix store.
The Mannix name it. We have Mannix Street. There's Walter Nylon. We have Nylon Reservoir here.
Okay, so then let's move on to this one. I think the entertaining thing on this one. So Leo looks like he was trying to sell the property, which Live in Montana Real Estate is now trying to sell the property, and he was going to offer it for $3,500. We're at $225 right now. Would love to sell it to you. Fabulous place with great history. So what else? Ab, did you know anything about this Ab gentleman? He's mentioned here a couple times.
I'm assuming it's a brother to the owner, but it says here he came rampaging in here a couple of days ago, declaring he intended to remain until the Furman estate was settled, but he changed his mind. It's just funny how these two lawyers, the language that they use when they talk back and forth and talk about bootlegging and
kicking out the owner or the manager, it looks like.
Wanted to kick out this manager named Doney and wanted to find somebody who wouldn't steal from him. And
so then 4 months later, Ab, one of the heirs, passes away. You want to share some of this? I think this hysterical letter.
This one is really good. Somewhat surprising information about Ab Furman had passed away. He probably died from drinking too much Moon, which, from my observation, unfavorably affects brain, stomach, liver, kidneys, lungs, heart, and all other important organs of the human system.
So you don't serve Moon?
No.
People are safe to come have a beer at the Lazy Bee?
Well, you can have a beer.
And
yes.
Your kidneys and liver, okay?
Yep.
Let's do a shot of this too. This was Leo Murphy, the attorney who apparently was also a real estate person and trying to sell the Augusta Hotel out of the paper. So that's a great story. A little bit more history again of the Lazy Bee on Main Street in Augusta, for sale by Live in Montana Real Estate. And again, Carrie, thank you so much. And people are welcome to join you at the museum and read more on Augusta history.
Exactly. Anytime. There's numbers to reach.
Okay, thank you.